Good morning, amazing humans. It's morning talk time. Here's the good news, right? And I just woke up, as you guys can probably tell. But as I cut my video last night on my fan page, I got to really thinking, like all night my mind was racing. It was racing with like, what am I going to say next? How can I impact other people's lives next? Oh my God, what's my next move going to be? What's my next career thing? I mean, it was like a cluster of thoughts in my mind. Maybe you guys can relate to having your mind race. It's like racing for no reason. But I woke up this morning and I woke up excited, I think for the first time, to share this message. When the person that I loved almost the most in this world, next to God and my mom and my niece, and my nephew and my brother, when he was sent away, and when I say sent away, I'm saying when he was sentenced to a federal situation, it really, it's like, can you see that, guys? It's like uncomfortable for me to even say it still. Like it's hard for me to admit, like the man that I had been with for 10 years, like went to prison. Like I have to explain it to everyone. Like what happened with this, with that. It's like, oh my God, it's so difficult to talk about. That's something that I have to cope with that still. But one lesson that I learned from that experience, right? Because it's an experience, you know, I tell people all the time, like life, when you go through certain challenges, like they're episodes. Like as long as you're still breathing, it's just an episode. So you have to try to find a way to cope and deal with it. But for me, one of the greatest lessons I learned in that moment was the fact that I sat here on this bed for about 2 weeks being depressed. I did. And I was using the why factor. Like I was whying all over myself. Like, why did this happen? Why me? Why him? Why this sentence? Why everything? So I found myself whying all over myself, right? And then I became numb to everything else. Like, I felt as if I was untouchable. And I felt I was untouchable because I thought to myself, oh my God, if I had to go through this, then nothing is as bad as this, that I can handle it. But then I kind of got angry. It was like I went through like these 7 stages of grief. It was really, to be present in that experience was just mind-blowing to me. But one thing I learned after I got done whining all over myself, after the anger passed, after the crying was done, after the pain and hurt has some kind of, it doesn't go away, you know, because your mind, you kind of cope with things. But after all of the 7 stages of grief had subsided, I realized that in that moment of going through that, it was meant to be. And it was meant to be because the lessons that you learn, the person that you become out of a really tough situation, when you get out of it, now remember, you can't, like I couldn't see at that time how valuable that lesson would be. Like all of the many lessons that were attached to that situation, even as deep as that, like having the wrong people in your circle, making sure you have people around you who are smarter than you, like all of those elements, like you can't see it when you're in that circumstance. But when you get out of the circumstance and you make it through, see, the key is to make it through, right? When you get out of it and you make it through, that's when you realize that it was a lesson that you had to learn for your life to move forward. So, in our morning talk, and I didn't go to Starbucks like this, by the way. Like anyone else drink leftover coffee? I mean, I do. It might not be healthy, but oh well. But that's the lesson today. Take this for what it's worth. Okay? You may be going through some rough times right now. And trust me, it will pass. You will become stronger if you allow it to make you stronger. That's the lesson. So I'm going to go. I have to write my column today. I have a camera crew that's going to be coming over here in a couple of, I think like next week. I think I'm going to plan it out for next week. You guys, I have like a camera crew on standby. I think it's really funny. And I'm gonna like do a day in the life of Tiana. Like I'm just gonna do a day in the life of like, because people ask, like, they're like, what do you do all day? I'm like, what? Girl, bye. I'm like, girl, bye. What do you? So I'm gonna write my column today, and I wish what you guys will see soon, the process that takes for me to write. It takes like 3 hours to write 300 words, and not because I'm not I flow when I write. It's because genius takes time. That's what I like to say. Genius takes time. So I'm going to hop off here. I will have another video tonight for you guys. I hope this made sense. Hell, if you feel compelled to share it, please do. You'll get through it. You're amazing. I love you, humans. Be bold, be great, be you.